The Officer Tatum Store, The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications. Anytime I go live and make a video, make sure you still subscribe to my channel. Hit that join button so you can join the Tatum Squad. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, George Floyd, I don't understand why people are celebrating today as like an anniversary of a criminal that has spent his whole life being a criminal, and at the hands of another criminal, he loses his life. The criminal just so happened to have a badge on. I don't understand why we're celebrating these thugs. And in the spirit of thuggery, I want to go to Exhibit A. For all of you thug-loving, thug-huggers out there who want to believe that this is just innocent black people just scrolling around the streets in front of Cup Foods, just looking for a new opportunity in life and going to they're ready to get their kids back and turn their life around. No, it's not. On the anniversary of Fentanyl Floyd, on the anniversary, you got the white man out here trying to cover the story. You can't make this stuff up. You don't have to because it's real. Look at what happened on Fentanyl Floyd anniversary. Look at what happened in the community. And you tell me, it ain't the police. It ain't none of this other stuff. Look at what they doing on the anniversary while the reporters are out there in broad daylight. Don't listen to me. Roll the film.
And US President Joe Biden had. They wanted this bill of comprehensive police reform to be... just got to be careful here with some gunshot.
Let me interpret what the white man is thinking. I'm sure at the beginning, when he heard the first few shots, he was like, I know that's not gunshots in broad daylight at George Floyd Memorial. I know there's not gunshots. People don't, where I live, people don't shoot guns randomly in crowds of people in the middle of the day. But after a while, he realized, you in the hood, this is what they do.
Excuse us.
Y'all, these bullets are hitting stuff. This ain't somebody shooting in the air, doom, 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 minding their own business. These are hitting vehicles, hitting structures. Keep watching.
Sounds like gunshots. I'll let you know what this is. These seem to be gunshots.
They over here running. So maybe the 4th of July came early. And the only reason I'm laughing is because you know how stupid we are as a society, where we are focusing police brutality, and this stuff happens every day, all day long. If you don't believe me, I have another video that I'm going to point out, but just keep watching. We'll finish this one, then you'll watch the other video. We'll link it somewhere up here. You will see that I ain't lying. But let's keep watching this as the bullets ricochet off of this vehicle, knocking the window out. Innocent bystanders fleeing for their lives. He got his thing. Is this the Wild Wild West? It's like we're in the Wild West. Homie at the side of the block with his gun out. What are they doing? This is in the middle of the day.
The governor here,
But we talking about Minneapolis Police Department. That's what we talking about. That's the criticism. It goes to the Minneapolis. If it wasn't for white supremacy and systemic racism and all the systemic issues and you know, Black Lives Matter and if we would actually talk about real stuff and we were actually attempting as a country to get to the bottom of these things, then you would be able to report at a George Floyd memorial without shots being fired and indiscriminately, people ducking and dodging everywhere. It doesn't appear that anybody lost their life, fortunately. Not that I know of or that I've seen. But it's like it all comes in full circle. This is like you reap what you sow. Like y'all out here playing games. Y'all out here in make-believe world where you're make-believing that George Floyd is some type of a hero. You're make-believing that this is a significant point of history in the United States of America. It is not real. This is all fake. George Floyd resisted arrest and led to an officer using unnecessary force against him. One officer, one person, he died, officer went to prison. I don't understand what is historic about this. When every day young children at a higher rate than more children have been lost than unarmed black men in this country at the hands of other black people. And then you look at the police, there are more children that have lost their lives at the hands of other black people in one city, more so than black people that have been shot unarmed and you could say unjustly. These kids are losing their life way more. How does a community, and you don't believe me, watch the next video. How is a community reconciling with the idea that you push day in and day out, news outlet after news outlet of black men being hunted down by police, and there have been more kids in one part of one city that are black that have lost their lives than grown men at the hands of police? And there's no t-shirts, there's no memorial, there's no none of that. But I'm gonna bring up this last point and then I'm done, I promise. The biggest thing that shocks me is this. George Floyd was a career criminal. It doesn't appear that he was changing his life around. Although they may say he was trying to change his life around. Every time they get ready to die, or before they die, or right when they died, they were changing their life around and they found Jesus, which is 99.9% not the case. However, he was a career criminal, not changing his life. Nipsey Hussle was a thug. He was a gangbanger, a career gangbanger. However, it appeared that he was changing his life. George Floyd has done nothing for the black community positively. He has no track record of it. All he's doing is perpetuating violence in the black community by being a violent black man, pushing a stereotype, in and out of jail. It doesn't appear to be a good father. Nipsey Hussle, career gang member, it appeared that he was turning his life around for real. Like he got tangible evidence, building facilities in the hood. He literally had a store in the hood. At the time of his death, he was literally helping a man who just got out of prison get his life together. Nipsey Hussle was building technology facilities, community centers, so young people in the hood can get a better education and explore their mental capacity outside of football, basketball, rapping, and thugging. Yet, he don't even get the amount of coverage, the amount of support, the amount of memorable moments as George Floyd. And that just blows my mind. You have a guy who could actually affect change because his transition from being a career gang member to actually trying to give back in the hood he grew up in the hood he thugged in. Nipsey Hussle, we forgot about him. He's a forgotten soul. They have the anniversary of George Floyd televised. All the celebrities are there. All of the prominent people there. They got gold caskets, 3 or 4 funerals during COVID. I mean, I don't understand how even the black community is lifting up George Floyd more than Nipsey Hussle. And I'm not acting like they both perfect. Obviously, somebody like, Ben Carson should be lifted up higher than both of them because he's been doing the right thing his whole life. But this is the dichotomy. This is the issue that I see, is that we glorify criminals more than we glorify people in our own community that appear to be and that have evidence of trying to actually do the right thing. Not after he get killed, everybody say he was a good man. Nipsey was actually doing stuff and got snuffed out by another black man in broad daylight in front of his business, snuffed him out. If you watch Nipsey, it was worse than George Floyd. The guy stood over him. Came back, finished him, kicked him while he was down in front of his store where he represented the community, in front of everybody. Nipsey don't get no love. George Floyd is the hero. Anyway, I could talk about this for 45 more hours, but I want you to watch the rest of my video, especially the other video that I'm talking about, where I'm going to show just 2 minutes. I told my people, just put 2 minutes together, because it can be 45 minutes. But just put 2 minutes together so I can make the point and make it very clear and show the hypocrisy and the contradictory behaviors in our society and in the black community. However, that's what I want you to go watch next. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. Y'all know what it is. Visit the Officer Tatum store. Sorry for the stains. My little baby be spitting all over my shirts now. So anyway, love you guys. Y'all know what it is. See you on the next one. I'm out.